want to start by saying this is probably the weakest generation of men there's ever been. However, I don't really blame the men of today. It's more the modern world. But you guys have got to take responsibility anyway. And the biggest issue is the modern world is too easy. And I'm sure if this generation of men was born 100 years before, we'd be much stronger than we are now. And much more masculine. I think that goes without saying. I mean, testosterone, that's at an all-time low. And I've looked at numerous research, and I've seen one basically is going down like 1% every year, testosterone. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Now, there will be a video on testosterone at some point in the near future. But in this one, we're going to stick to what's making men weak. So stick with me for this one. King D back with another one, and this video is called 10 Things That Are Making Men Weak. Number 1, porn. Of course it's making you weak, and I'll tell you why. We're on this planet for a few things. Work hard, eat,
and shag,
and die. So with mating being one of the few main things in our life that we're supposed to be achieving, well, if you're rubbing one out to pixels on a screen, your brain's telling you,
job done, well done mate.
Whereas once upon a time, you'd have to get off your arse to find a woman and shag her. But no one's doing that now, are they? Now you're all staring at a screen. That was good timing. So where was I? So yeah, basically the porn is killing you. It is wiping you out. So if you're rubbing one out to porn, as soon as you're done, have you noticed something? I bet your motivation is just gone. It's because your brain's telling you, jobs are good and we're done. And there's a lot of other things about porn that's ruining you, but there'll be a separate video on that. Number 2, video games. I mean, we're designed to go out and conquer the world. We're designed to explore adventures, fight, overcome giant obstacles. That's what we're here for. And you're settling for a simulation of that on a game. That's making you very weak. The reason why you're attracted to these games is that innate desire that us men have to fulfill all these things like conquering and going on adventures. That's how the games hook you. But the issue is, same with the porn, it's not real. And you know what the other thing is? It's fucking easy. It requires zero effort. You can do it all sat on your arse. You haven't got to get up. You haven't got to leave your house. It's not good.
Number 3,
Mobile phones in general, for the porn, for the games, whatever you got on your phone, social media, all that kind of crap. Phones is just a constant distraction right there on you at all times. It is killing you. It is making you weak. It's very easy. You've got a job to do to go, fuck that, I'll play on my phone. And then you're getting that level of dopamine from whatever you're doing on your phone that you should have been getting from doing hard work. And you're not even going to attempt that hard work because what's the point? You can sit on your arse and just play on your phone. So it's really killing your motivation. And if it's killing your motivation, then you don't got that drive to be the fucking man.
Number 4,
Modern feminism is making a lot of men very weak. And no fault of men's, really. It's the media, it's what they're telling you. They're telling you that, toxic masculinity. There's nothing fucking toxic about being masculine. Let me tell you. It's not. It's an absolute fucking joke. That's what it is. But all these men are hearing this all the time, that masculinity is toxic, and basically you've got to be sorry for being a fucking man. I don't fucking think so. There's nothing wrong with being a man, and there is nothing toxic about masculinity. But with the media spinning all this bollocks and modern feminism, there's no wonder men are getting feminised by the day. No one better not do these manly things or act manly because it's wrong and it's going to hurt somebody's feelings or something. Fuck off.
Number 5.
Sugar. Yep, sugar. And I'm not joking. It is with the whatever shit you're eating. I mean, you are what you eat. If you're eating shit, you're going to feel like fucking shit. And sugar, one thing, is damaging your testosterone for one thing. And second of all, it makes you feel like shit. And if you feel like shit, you ain't going to be the fucking man, are you? So stop eating the shit. And I'll tell you now, you're going to feel a damn sight better for it. And then you can be the fucking man. I know myself, I used to eat a lot of chocolate. I still dabble a bit, but I'm quitting it out completely soon. And it tastes nice, doesn't it? Sugar and all the sugary shit. But it's not good for you. I'm telling you now, it is... I mean, I went a few weeks without any sort of sugar, and I had better energy levels and more focus. I'll probably do a video on this at some point as well, what sugar's actually doing to your brain. It ain't good, and to your body. It's fucking you up. It really is. Genuinely, it's fucking you up. And it's making you weak.
Number 6.
Simping. OnlyFans and all that shit. If you're paying women to get the tits out, or whatever they're doing on these things, I don't know. What's that telling yourself? That's telling yourself that you're not worthy of finding a woman that do them things for you for free. So if you are on OnlyFans, if you're watching this and you do whatever you do on OnlyFans, get rid of it. Get rid of it today and don't ever go back on it again. The reason why you're on there, I mean, I had a good think about this one. The only thing I can possibly think of, especially when porn is free, you're looking for a connection. And it's an artificial one. Same as the fucking video games and the porn. It's not fucking real. It's not real. And I feel for you, I do. You must be very fucking lonely. But you're feeding your loneliness by doing this shit. OnlyFans. I'm telling you now, get off. How are you going to find a good woman? How are you going to find a good woman when you're doing that? Cut the shit out. Allow yourself to feel very uncomfortable for a while. It'll pass. And focus on yourself and building something. Building yourself as well. You can do it. And getting back to the simping part, which in my eyes is you giving and giving and giving to women when you get nothing in return. Why would you do that? Cut that shit out as well, because that's killing your self-esteem, which in turn is giving you a negative view of yourself, which is making you weak. So if you're not getting any response from some fucking tart, bin her off, don't matter, ignore her. When a nice lass who's interested in you is giving you a bit of back and forth, I mean, all relationships, it needs to be a back and forth. Nobody wants a one-way conversation. Nobody wants a one-way relationship where you're doing all the work and getting fuck all in return. So stop. As of today, stop. And I know some of you have led to believe that if I try harder and I do more and compliment her more and do this, that and the other, it's surely going to win her over this time. It's not. That's films, Hollywood and all that shit. They've lied to you. That's not how it works. The more you do, the more you're pushing her away and she's thinking, fuck this, he's pathetic. And I hate to break it to you, I really do. But that's how she sees you. If you're giving all of you and getting fuck all in return, she's just looking at you thinking, what's he doing? She's taking the piss out of you. I'm sorry, but she is. So stop it.
Number 7.
Alcohol. Yep. It's another one that's killing your testosterone. And another thing is poison, especially what alcohol is. It's poison. You're poisoning your body. And if you're poisoning your body, you're making it weaker, aren't you? It's a given. Well, again, like with the testosterone, it's reducing your testosterone. And we need testosterone, boys. We need it. It gives us confidence. It gives us drive. It gives us that fucking fire. And alcohol makes you feel like shit as well. I very rarely drink, and if I do drink, it's 2-3 drinks. I do not enjoy getting shit-faced, and I do not enjoy the hangovers that come with it. And I'm 35 now. Once upon a time, a hangover used to last half a day. Now it can last 2 days. I'm a busy guy. I ain't got time to lose 2 days. Not a chance. So it's killing your motivation as well, and it's killing a lot of things, alcohol. And if you turn into it for comfort, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. I'm telling you now, because alcohol is a depressant as well, making you depressed. And I know another reason why I don't drink anymore is it does genuinely, if I have a big piss up the next day, I can guarantee I'm going to feel depressed. And I'm not exaggerating there. I will.
8.
Masturbating. This is, touching on the porn really. You're beating your meat. Game over. When you feel all tired afterwards, you're like, oh. Yeah, congratulations, dipshit. You just told your brain, we're done. Jobs are good and let's put our feet up. You're beating your meat all the time. You're going to have no motivation whatsoever, no drive. You're not going to be doing your purpose, are you? You're not going to be following your passions in life. You're not going to be getting your arse into the gym. You're not going to be working hard because you keep beating your meat. And also, it's the time you're spending beating your meat that could have been spent productive. You could have been doing something, building something. But that time is nothing compared to the motivation you're killing after doing that. It's making you weak.
Number 9.
Lack of sleep. Now, this is another testosterone killer. The more sleep you're losing, the more it's killing your testosterone. And not just that, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not well rested, you don't want to function as well the following day, are you? Which means your motivation is going to be decreased. Your focus is going to be decreased. And just everything. You're not going to be sharp. You're not going to be on point, are you? And in turn, it's making you weak. And your strength as well. I mean, I know if I'm going in the gym, if I've not been sleeping well for a while, I know that gym session's going to be dog shit. Because my body's not rested. I cannot stress enough how important sleep is. And I know there's this big thing like, oh yeah, I'm going to sacrifice sleep and just keep on working. It's counterproductive. You need your sleep. You really do. So make sure you're getting 8 hours. I mean, I find I need more than that now, which is difficult because I'm trying to do this, cram a billion other things in, my work and measuring up, pricing up jobs, and it's a lot to cram in. And I find this one I've been struggling with as well since doing the YouTube, is I am sacrificing sleep to get these videos done. But then I'm not always at my best. I could probably do with making sure I'm getting at least 8 hours sleep because I'm as active as I am and I'm getting on a bit. So yeah, get your sleep. Make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, chaps. It is vital. And number 10, pretty general with this one, but chasing pleasures and comfort. If you're always chasing pleasures and comfort instead of greatness and really pushing yourself and getting uncomfortable, I cannot stress this enough how important it is to get uncomfortable. We need it, boys. Look at back in the days, going back to 100 years ago, the times were very uncomfortable. 100 years before that, they were even more uncomfortable. And it made the men the men. Now it's everything's soft and cushy and lovely, and you can constantly feed yourself dopamine while watching the telly, scrolling on your phone. You ain't got to cook, you can just order it. Come straight to your door. Oh, yeah, where's my money? Didn't take much effort, does it? In fact, you can pay online now, haven't you? You've got to hand over that change, that money. Oh, I want that. Oh, I can just order it on Amazon. It comes the next day. I ain't got to go out to the shop for it. Everything's too easy, and it's all pleasure seeking. If you're pleasure seeking all the time, that's a one-way road to depression, because that pleasure runs out. It does. Your dopamine receptors are dying because they're thinking, this guy's got plenty of dopamine, we don't need to work. And then everything starts getting a bit dull and a bit shit, and the shitter and duller it gets, you're trying to top up to where you was, so you're feeding yourself more and more dopamine hits from whatever it is, the telly, your phone, shit food, chocolate, sweets, wanking, porn, you name it. And the more you're doing that, the weaker you're becoming, and you're digging yourself a big hole, and it's a very depressing one. And I want you to get out of it. So if that's resonating with you, you need to sort it out. Just allow yourself to be uncomfortable. And I know you don't want to hear that, but it's going to be worth it. I promise you, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be fucking horrible. I know it is. I know. But you can overcome it, and you're going to come out the other side stronger and better for it. So like the video, drop us a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, tell your friends, and be the best you, and do it for you. Cheers.